Diyan makikita natin the net balance of actual cash received and cash spent over a specific period of time. Okay. So meron tayong dalawang klase ng cash flow. We have the inflows and the outflows. So yung positive cash flow, ayan. So yung positive cash flow, yan yung inflows. And then yung negative cash flow, yan naman yung outflows. Wherein itong mga positive cash flows na yan, it includes sales, sales revenue, it can be asset sales, it can be loan proceeds. So yan yung mga examples natin ng positive cash flows or inflows. While the negative cash flows or the outflows, yan yung mga money going out. Yung isa money going in, yung isa money going out. Where yung mga money going out natin, syempre dyan papasok yung mga purchase ng mga bagong equipment, purchase ng mga raw materials, payments para sa mga supplies, payments para sa mga empleyado, yung mga salaries. Pwede din pumasok dyan yung mga taxes, yung mga binabayarang taxes, and then yung mga loan repayments. So, dito papasok yan sa outflows. Okay. So, sabi nga kanina, net balance. Ano po, pinapakita dito yung net balance na tinatawag natin. Where yung net balance, makukuha natin yan by the outflows. Ayan. Wala. Ayan. Makukuha natin yan by the outflows less the inflows. Okay. So, ito yung way natin para makuha yung net balance. Okay. So, yung cash flow, kumbaga, that's the financial heartbeat ng isang company. So, pinapakita dyan whether money is flowing in faster than it flows out. So, mahalaga yan pagdating sa survival and growth ng isang company. Okay? So, the horizontal line. So, itong ating horizontal line. So, yan yung horizontal line. So, it is being divided into time units, either months, years, days, etc. Okay? Next. Okay? So, sinasabi dito, graphical representation of cash flows on a time scale is cash flow diagram. Okay? So, yung cash flow natin are usually drawn on a time scale with time moving from left to right. Ano po, kaya kung makikita niyo yung ating cash flow diagram dito, nag-start siya from 0 going to the right. Okay? Where the horizontal line, again, that's the timeline. Okay? And then yung arrow, yun yung nagpapakita ng movement ng pera at specific points in time. Where again, yung upward, that's positive cash flow. Yung downward, which is the negative cash flow. Okay? So, mahalaga po na alam natin, kasi nakalagay dito, it depends upon the person's viewpoint. Yung cash flow diagram nakadepende sa person's viewpoint. So, ibig sabihin, for example, yung viewpoint natin is investor. Okay? So, ano yung magiging cash flow diagram natin? Okay? So, kung ipapakita natin yung cash flow diagram, yung loan, investor ka, 'di ba? Loan given sa'yo, yung binigay sa'yo, okay? So, yun ay outflow, okay? Yung loan given. Sa perspective ha ng investor, yun ay outflow. And then yung inflow, yun naman yung mga loan repayment. Okay? Dahil investor ka, ano po yung binigay mong loan, syempre, palabas yun sa'yo. And then yung mga binabayad sa'yo para sa loan, edi yun yung inflow. Ano po? How about the borrower's viewpoint? So, dun sa umutang, ito kasi inutangan. Ano po, ito umutang. Okay? Paano naman yung magiging cash flow diagram? So, syempre, yung loan receive, yun ay inflow. And then yung outflow mo, yung mga loan repayment mo. So, yung binabayad mo, outflow na yun sa'yo. Palabas na yun. Yung inflow, yung pumasok, yung loan, yung utang na na-receive, yung outflow, yung mga binabayad. Okay? So, as you can see, same lang naman yung transaction. It's all about loan. But it can look different depending on who is viewing it. Investor ba or the borrower? So, magkaiba. Na po, yung loan na binigay palabas kay investor, yung loan na receive papasok naman kay borrower. Okay? So magkaiba siya, though same lang yung transaction. Next po. We have cash flow, examples of cash flows. So ito lang din naman yung kanina. So masasabi mo that is negative cash flow because syempre first cost, capital, investment, principal cost, yan yung mga ginastos natin to build, to buy, to install equipment, products, etc. So syempre, pagdating sa atin na may-ari ng company, palabas siya. Ano po, kasi binibili natin, ginagastos natin. So palabas siya. And then, operations and maintenance cost, palabas pa din to. Kasi yan yung ginagastos natin annually for electricity, labor, repairs, etc. And then, the salvage value, kapag umabot na-reach na ni machine yung kanyang useful life, ano po, pwede natin siyang ibenta, therefore, positive cash flow siya. Okay? Revenue, yung kita, syempre positive yon. And then overhaul, so that's negative cash flow. Okay? So ginagamit natin siya as expense during the machine's life. Ano po? So next here we have different kinds of cash flow. So meron tayo diyang single cash flow series where it deals with only a single amount. Present amount and its future worth. While this one, equal or uniform payment series, equal cash flow at regular intervals. And then linear gradient. So ito naman isa-isa natin yung pag-aaralan. Ano po? So dito lang binibigyan kayo ng information about the different cash flows. So madadaanan naman natin yan isa-isa. Ito naman, cash flows increases at uniform fixed amount. Or cash flow decreases at uniform fixed amount. So there is a fixed amount. And then for the geometric gradient series, Yung cash flows naman natin increases or decreases, cash flows increases or decreases at uniform fixed rate expressed at percentage. And then yung irregular payment series, dito yung cash flows natin are irregular. Okay. Again, we have specific topics naman for these kinds of cash flow diagram. Ano po? So dito, binigay lang sa inyo yung idea. Ano-ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng single cash flow series, linear gradient, irregular payment series, etc. Okay? Next po, discrete cash flow. So ito, hindi ko pa din yan masyadong i-elaborate po ha. Kasi may specific topic naman tayo dito. So, dyan lang pinapakita yung mga examples ng discrete cash flow. And then, illustrating its equivalent. So, yan po ay, yun na din kanina. Ano po, ito na din yan. Nasa taas na ito. Ito na din po yan. Okay. So, again, may specific tayo dyan. Because here kasi may mga annuity na. Ano po, ay hindi pa naman natin topic yan. Okay. As well as this one. So let us proceed to sample problem 9, where we have here a mechanical device which cost 200,000 pesos when purchased. Maintenance will cost 10,000 per year. The device is expected to generate revenues of 50,000 per year for a period of 5 years. The salvage value is 70,000 pesos. Draw the cash flow diagram. So here, what are we going to do lang is to draw. We're just going to draw the cash flow diagram. Okay? So, identify muna natin, isa-isa. Is it inflows or outflows? Okay? So, a mechanical device will cost 200,000 pesos when purchased. So, ano po itong 200,000 na to? Inflow or outflow? Anyone? Outflow po. So, very good. That's outflow. Okay, lagay natin. Outflow. Maintenance will cost 10,000 per year. Outflow, inflow. In or out? Outflow pa rin po. Very good. So, outflow pa rin to. The device is expected to generate revenue of 50,000 pesos per year in or out. In po. Very good. Inflow. So, this is inflow. And then the salvage value is 70,000 pesos. In or out? Inflow. Very good. So that's inflow. So this is inflow. Ayan. So for a period of 5 years, yung ipapakita natin. So starting from year 0 up to 5 years. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ayan. So use tayo ibang color. Meron bang ibang color to? Blue tayo. Okay? So for the unahin natin, outflow muna. Unahin natin ang outflow. Sabi nyo nga 200,000 pesos is outflow. So at what year natin ilalagay yung 200,000 pesos? Saan kaya matatagpuan yung 200,000 pesos? Year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Year 0, very good. So it should be at year 0 kasi pasimula, ano po? So we have here 200,000 pesos. Now, maintenance will cost 10,000 per year. So, ibig sabihin, kada taon, sa loob ng 5 taon, may maintenance cost tayo na 10,000 pesos. Sabi nyo, yan ay outflow. So, ito siya. Okay? Ayan. And then it is expected to generate revenue. Sabi nyo ay inflow. Okay? Per year, may revenue sa loob ng 5 years. So sabihin natin that's green. So meron tayong 50K, 50,000, 50,000. So sa loob ng 5 taon. And then, the salvage value is 70,000. Saan matatagpuan ang salvage value? At year 5. 'Di ba? Kasi for the period of 5 years. So, ibig sabihin, ayan, medyo nag-overlapping na yung ating, saan dyan? Yung 70,000. Okay? And that is the cash flow diagram for problem 9. Questions po? Any questions? Nasundan naman po yung pag-draw ng cash flow diagram. Okay po. So, if you want to screenshot, you can screenshot o kaya i-draw nyo na agad dun sa inyong hands out. So, kumbaga capital cost yung ating 200,000. Then, every year may maintenance, every year nag-generate ng revenue. And then, salvage value, 70K. Again, that's at the end of the useful life ng machine. So, syempre sa year 5 siya matatagpuan. Okay? So, okay na po tayo kay problem 9. Can we proceed now to problem 10? Okay po, thank you. So, problem 10, before evaluating the economic merits of a proposed investment, the XYZ Corporation insists its engineers to develop a cash flow diagram of the proposal. An investment of 100,000 pesos can be made that will produce a uniform annual revenue of 53,100 for 5 years and have a market recovery value of 20,000 at the end of year 5. The annual expenses would be 30,000 pesos at the end of each year for operating and maintaining the project. Draw a cash flow diagram for the 5-year life of the project. Use the corporation's viewpoint. So you are looking at, or you are viewing the corporation's viewpoint. Okay? For 5-year life ng project. Okay? So, sabi dito, an investment of 100,000 pesos. May annual revenue for 5 years with the market recovery and annual expenses. So, paano natin siya i-draw? Okay? So, year 5, 5 years po ulit. So, pwede siyang 5 years. Ayan. So, this is year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So, yung investment, that is outflow. Capital. So, 100K. That will produce annual revenue. Revenue meaning kita. So, 53,000. $53.1K. Annual revenue. Sala na, ma'am. Okay. Then, may recovery value of 20,000 at the end of year 5. So, saan kaya matatagpuan yung 20,000 na yon? At the end of year 5. So, syempre, nandito yon. Ayan. So, this is 20,000. Okay? And then, meron siyang ayan. Then, meron siyang tawag natin dito, annual expenses na 30. Sorry. So, 30. Ayan. So, that is the cash flow diagram for the 5-year life of the project. Okay po. So next. So next po. So for problem 11, we have a loan of 10,000 pesos for 3 years at 10% per year can be drawn as borrower's viewpoint and then lender's viewpoint. So paano daw natin siya i-draw? Okay? So ito naman yung kanina na natin. Ano po? So kung borrower's viewpoint yung titingnan natin, ayan. So for 3 years, 10,000 pesos. Ayan. So kay borrower's viewpoint, meron tayong 1, 2, 3. Ayan. So syempre yung inutang niya ay inflow. So yun naman ay yung kanina na. Okay. And then, sorry. Tama. So, and then, okay, tama. A loan of 10,000 pesos for 3 years. Tatlong taon niya babayaran. Not, I mean, tama, tatlong taon niya babayaran. Hindi yung kada taon sa loob ng tatlong taon siya babayad. Ano po? Ayan. Kaya yung ating, mali ang kulay natin. Kaya yung pinakabayad natin, ang bayad na niya after 3 years. Ayun. So, kaya ito na yung magiging future amount niya. So, dyan na yung bayad niya. How about yung viewpoint na ni lender? Okay? Yung viewpoint na ni lender. So, kung titingnan natin yung viewpoint niya, okay? So, meron tayong 3 years din. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Ayan. So, sabi natin kanina, siya yung nagpahiram. Siyempre, palabas sa kanya yon. Nasaan na? Bakit ayaw? Hmm? Siya. Tayo gumana ng aking pen. Hit lang po ha. Bakit ayaw? Wait lang po. Gana naman. Ayun. Okay po. So, since lender's viewpoint po yung tinitingnan natin, okay? So, yung perang pinautang niya, that's outflow. 10,000 pesos at year 0. And then dito at year 3, ay, green. At year 3, ayan. So, andito yung ating F, yung ating future worth. Okay? So, that's the perspective of the of the borrowers and then the lenders. Ano po? So, ganyan natin siya titingnan. Inflow kay borrower, yung 10K. Outflow kay lender, yung 10K. Okay? So, next. So, ito lang din naman yung kanina. Yung problem 11. Nilagyan lang natin ng value. So, dito tayo kay problem 12. Okay, problem 12. So, last problem natin, we have a 2,000 loan, 2,000 pesos loan, was originally made at 8% simple interest for 4 years. At the end of that period, the loan was extended for 3 years without the interest being paid, but the new interest was made 10% compounded semi-annually. So how much should the borrower pay at the end of 7 years? Ayan. So if we are to draw yung ating cash flow diagram, ano po? So kung drawing po natin, ayan, green na yain na. So meron tayong for 4 years. At the end of this period, it was extended for 3 years. So 4 plus 3, 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ayan. 7. So starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a loan was originally made at 8% interest for 4 years. So, ibig sabihin, outflow, 4 years. I mean, ano sabi dito? A 2,000 pesos loan was originally made at 8% simple interest for 4 years. Okay. So, ibig sabihin po, so dito, meron tayong 2,000. Okay. For 4 years. So, ang tinatanong natin is ito, yung amount niya for that period, 4 years. But since nga it was extended for 3 years without the interest being paid, how much should the borrower pay at the end of 7 years? So, itinatanong is ito. So, let's say that's F sub 7, yung future amount at the end of 7 years. So, paano natin siya kukunin? It is clearly stated in the problem that for the 4 years period or 4-year period, it is just a simple interest. So meaning from 0 to 4 years, that's simple interest. And then it was extended for 3 years, compounded, meaning from 4 years to from year 4, yun, to year 7, ayan, para mas madali, compounded na siya. Okay? So, paano natin kukuhanin si F7? So, before we determine F7, we need to determine first F sub 4. And paano po? Simple interest. Sabi kasi simple interest. So, gagamitan natin ang simple interest. And since we're looking for the future worth, anong sabi natin kahapon? F is equal to P, quantity of 1 plus IN. Okay? So, specifically, this is F sub 4, where if we are going to substitute yung ating mga values, meron tayong 2,000 pesos. 1 plus, what's I? I is 8%. So 0.08. And then for 4 years, that's N. So, ano yung F sub 4 natin? Kindly compute nga po. Kasi simple interest pa lang, ang sabi dun sa una. Yung unang 4 na taon, naka-simple interest pa lang siya. Okay? So, kumbaga, directly, kukunin natin siya kay principal, kay present worth, kay present amount. So, ano yung magiging future amount natin? Two six forty po. Ayan. So, tama po. We have 2640. So, that's F sub 4. And that will be your principal na. Ano po? For you to determine your F sub 7. So, yun na yung magiging present worth mo para makuha yung future worth mo at the end of 7 years. Okay po. Where, since yan ay compound interest, so we will be using P. Again, your P now is F sub 4. So, F sub 4, quantity of 1 plus I raised to N. Okay po. Now, the question is, ano yung I natin dito para makuha yung at the end of 7 years? Alin yung I na gagamitin natin? Anyone po? Anong gagamitin natin dyan? 10% po. Okay? 10% po. And ano yung 10% na yun? Sabi kasi dyan, compounded semi-annually. Kung babasahin nyo po yan, ano ang pagbasa dyan? Paano siya babasahin? 10% compounded semi-annually. Paano nyo siya babasahin? Ano sabi natin kahapon? That is 10% per year compounded annually. Annually ba? Ang nakalagay dito ay semi-annually. Ayan, oo, tama. Therefore, that's nominal rate of interest. Ano po, kasi hindi tugma yung per year mo kay compounded semi-annually. Okay? So, ibig pong sabihin, ano gagawin natin? Substitute na natin dito. Is equal to F sub 4, that's 2640. 1 plus I, kukunin natin yung effective rate natin. Ano po? So, para makuha yon, that's 10%. Paano pag sinabing semi-annual? Dalawa. Ano po? And then, ano yung period natin dito? How many number of periods are there? From year 4 to year 7, meron tayong 6 po. Ayan. Kinompute na niya lahat. Ano. Pero from year 4 to year 7, meron tayong tatlo. Ano po? 3 years. 7 minus 4 is 3. Ano po? Pero since nga semi-annual yung pagpapayad mo ng loan, times 2, ano po? So, 6. So, kumbaga, 3 times 2. Ayan. So, ano po yung magiging sagot na natin? That's your F sub 7. So what will be our F7? So we have 3537.85. Thank you po. We have 3537.85. So that is the amount of money at the end of 7 years. So yan dapat yung amount na babayaran nung umutang at the end of 7 years. Sa 2,000 niyang inutang. Ano po? So questions po? Questions? Wala naman pong tanong. Okay po. So tinapos lang natin yung module natin na yan. That's just part 1 of our TVM, time value of money. So next week we'll be discussing another topic, ano po. And then, but before that, meron naman po kayong module, di ba? Yung module po, meron yung practice problem. Ito po yun. Okay? So, kindly try to answer po. That's not graded. Hindi nyo kailangan yung isubmit. Di ko po yan ipapasubmit. So, practice problem lang yan for you to apply yung napag-aralan natin ngayong araw at kahapon sa econ. Okay po. So kung wala po kayong tanong, edi see you po ulit next week. So hanggang dito lang po muna tayo. Okay po. So maraming salamat po. Salamat everyone.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you din po, ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po.